Behind the Hunger Games franchise are getting together again to develop Homer's The Odyssey for Lionsgate Pictures. According to the report, Hunger Games 2, 3, and 4 director Francis Lawrence, Mockingjay writer Peter Craig, and Hunger Games producer Nina Jacobson will each bring the 8th century BC poem to the big screen, with production to begin in early 2016. John, do you buy or sell the feature film adaptation of The Odyssey?
I will go on the assumption that they're going to do a true incarnation of it, and I'm going to go buy. We saw a wonderful rendition of it in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, which was just, I thought it was a spectacular retelling of that story in a different context and in a different way. What was the Kirk Douglas one called? Ulysses? Is that what the Kirk? I can't remember exactly. But I've been thinking for a long time, this is one that you need to make. I think this is one that is ripe for the big screen in today's modern context. I think it will go over well. I think it could be done really well. I think this is a good filmmaking team. Francis has done a pretty damn good job with the Hunger Games franchise up to this point, notwithstanding that some people had their concerns with the last film that just came out, and that's fine. But I think this is a good move, and I think this is something I'd be really excited to see. What do you think, Christian?
I buy it. And Mark and I were talking about this earlier. Mark made a great point in the fact that the Greek movies, Greek mythology movies, have not. They're very similar to the video game movies. There's not a lot that have really worked. I'm a big fan of them. I'd like to see it. I actually like to see the Iliad also because I want to see more of.
I think somebody is talking about the Iliad.
Yeah. Really,
Achilles.
I want to see more of Achilles. And I want to see all those characters because I do want to see that genre work. You can say I really liked the first Clash of the Titans, the original, the 1980, the original, yes. The 1981. It's beyond dated now, but I thought that they captured.
You know, like the owl.
What the owl?
But I thought they captured a lot of what the mythology was all about. So and this team. That's really the question on the table. I absolutely buy this team. I think they're going to give it the respect. And I think that we need to see it because the other Clash of the Titans were horrendous. Percy Jackson, horrendous, and different mythology, but still the same, if that makes sense. But I want to see more of this. I want to learn more about it. Because I think that the Greek gods and all that. It's so. I mean, it's what a lot of superhero movies. I mean, even they're going to use that element with Wonder Woman now. So I want to see the original poem come to life.
Speaking of the owl, best part of the Sam Worthington Clash of the Titans was that little Easter egg when he's there in that workshop and you see the owl in there. I thought it was pretty cool.
But I think I'm just so sour on Greek myth films in general now. Nobody's been able to do it right for a long time that I'm going to sell this idea. And I know that the team behind it, I mean, look, they did the Hunger Games and now they want to bring to life the original teen novel sensation, which is The Odyssey. I just can't get behind this because I haven't seen it done properly with the respect that it deserves. I think that, like you said, Percy Jackson and the Clash and the Wrath of the Titans, they take this mythology and they just twist it into something so stupid that you can't even watch it. If you didn't want to read The Odyssey and you had a test on it tomorrow and you watched all these movies, you'd still fail the test.
But doesn't that add into the question as far as, because look at those teams, significantly different teams that are putting it together, to where you have the Hunger Games team who has been true to that material, and then you have the Percy Jackson team who was not.
It's a lot easier to be true to the Hunger Games than it is to the Odyssey if you're making a big screen adaptation. Like even they did a made-for-TV one, I think, in like the 90s that I remember watching and being intrigued by and then being bored by. I think that if there's a team that could do it, it's probably the Hunger Games, but I got to sell this until you can prove me otherwise.
Okay, 2 buys and a sell. And look, just now that I think about it, guys, it is surprising how many people have not seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou. So if you have not seen Oh Brother, Where Art Thou, George Clooney, go check it out. It's a retelling of The Odyssey, but in a really cool way. John Goodman's like really sharp in it. Make sure you get a chance and check it out.